Hello everyone, Kryptonite here and welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to be checking out the demo slash playtest for Little Rocket Lab, which is due to be released this year. Little Rocket Lab, you play as Morgan, an inspiring engineer returned to a hometown of St. Ambroise to complete her family's dream project, a rocket ship. Upon arrival, Morgan finds the town in disrepair and embarks on a journey to rebuild it. So this game I think is going to be right up my street because it combines a factory building mechanics with life sim elements, allowing you to construct intricate production lines, interact with quirky townsfolk, and uncover a heartwarming narrative. So without further ado, let's go ahead and click a new game, and looks like we need to come up with a factory name. So I think I'm going to go for Kryptonite's Tinker Lab. I think that's a cool little name. I think we'll go for that one there. So let's go ahead and get started. Morgan. It's time to go. Oh yeah, I love the little pixel art style. Definitely up my street. Where did we run off to indeed? Pico and Lonka, is that so? I've no idea what little bonker said, but as long as Lanka understands, that's all that matters. Ah, there you are, my dear. Time to go, Morgan. Your father is waiting. Are you playing in the silo again? You really shouldn't be doing that by yourself. You could get hurt. I'm not going to, Auntie. So that's our Auntie Lunker. I'm going to keep working on the rocket with just a hammer, apparently. Not everything requires a hammer, my dear. I know this is hard, believe me. I wish you could stay. Absolutely loved having you and your mother here, and I miss her dearly. I've heard that your farmer's home is very lovely. There will be lots for you to explore there. I thought this was my home. It's always your home and always will be. One day when you're older, you can come back again. You're always welcome here. Then hopefully we'll work on the rocket again. Then we'll work on the rocket together again. Well, that sounds promising. I'm not entirely sure it's going to work out that way. 10 years later. I guess we're on the train, possibly traveling back. Ah, someone called Veronica. Wait, Veronica? Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's been forever. 10 years to be exact. Leave it to you to know the exact number. Oh yes, leave it to us. I haven't seen you since we were kids. I didn't expect to see anyone on this train actually. Never mind yourself. What do you mean? Have you looked around? There's actually no one else here. I did wonder why there was no one else on this train. Did seem a bit odd. The visitors to St. Ambroise are few and far between these days. Town doesn't have a lot going for it. Been a rough time since you've been gone. What brought you back? Are you visiting your aunt? That's one of the reasons. But I'm moving actually. I'm going to be living with Auntie for a while. Oh, this is a good thing, right? I hope so. I've been imagining coming back for years. Now that it's finally happening, I'm worried I'm making a mistake. Or it isn't how I remembered it. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. No, you're definitely not making a mistake. I'm glad to have you back. I'm sure everyone else will be too. I hope so. It's been a long time since I've seen everyone. I'm excited to see how far Auntie's rocket project has come along. Must be close to finish by now. I should hope so 10 years later on. And we're hoping that we can work on it again. Something doesn't seem quite right. I think you coming to help here is just what we need. Yeah, something doesn't seem quite right. Still remember where you're going? Not yet, but I'm sure we can figure it out. Game by Kyle Smiths. No more robots. So I haven't done many of these pixel art style games on the channel, but I really do enjoy playing these. I'm definitely excited to play this one, especially with its factory building. So if you do want to see more, make sure you hit that like button, help the algorithm get this video out there and get more people involved. And also if you could hit the subscribe button, that would also help greatly. So chapter 1 in spring. Alright, a new day. I should talk to Auntie. Maybe she can open up the rocket silo and I can get to take a look. Okay, so let's get going. Come and pick up these things. Well, we can. One piece of machinery. Might as well pick these up while we can. Oh yeah, we've got some extra goodies in here. It always pays to explore a little bit. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful sunny spring day. Might as well grab everything we can, aren't we? Can't do anything with that. Ice can be broken down into resource parts. Okay. Well, we might as well pick up all of these. Oh my gosh, Pico, I've missed this robot. Looks like Auntie was maybe doing some repairs. Seems to be missing a few pieces. Oh, here we go. I knew this would all come in handy at some point. What else have we got over here? We've got things in the barrels as well. Might as well grab all of those. Can't hurt. We've got all the gears. Okay, so we're nearly done with Pico then. Go and head over and speak to Auntie. It was good. Thank you for letting me stay, Auntie. I really appreciate it. Nonsense, my dear. I'm happy to see you again. I was wondering how work was doing at the rocket silo. Maybe you could show me around? Silo? No. There's need to go back around in there. Ooh. I wonder what's happened. Something isn't quite right. But I thought maybe I could help out. There's no need to concern yourself with that. We have plenty of work to keep us busy around here. Why don't we get started by breaking down some bits of old equipment in the yard? Still have your mother's old hammer here with me. You should have it. Make sure to take good care of it. You can use it to break apart almost anything. Okay, so I think step one then is going to be to clear this area out. Everything that's broken. So we have a hammer. I think we should head back indoors and we should break down these parts. Can we break this? Yes, we can. Okay, so E. I thought it was going to be left click, but E it is. Can be broken down to be reused in parts. I guess we might as well break down all of this stuff. Possibly get Pico up and running as well. It's all rusted and it's all damaged, so we might as well get rid of it. Utilize all the parts we can. Okay, so let's get this area all cleaned up then. I do love the fact that it automatically picks up the items as you walk near them. That's pretty cool. You've got quite a bit of range as well, actually. You've got like a few blocks that you can destroy stuff, which is quite nice. So if we stand sort of here, for instance, we should be able to get most of all of this. But yeah, the range is quite big, as you can see. So that's quite nice. We have completed the quest, but I assume that we'll have to destroy all of this at some point anyway to make some more room for our first little factory. So we might as well go ahead and get this all destroyed and all of our resources back. Might have enough to also be able to at some point make the components we need for Pico as well. Wonder what these crates are for. We'll have a look at those as well. Okay, so the wooden crates don't seem to give anything, but nonetheless we will pick those up. What's in these barrels? Oh, so we've got some stone in these barrels. Inventory space is quite big as well, which is quite nice. Okay, so it looks like we've cleared out all this area. Let's go and talk to Auntie, see what she has to say. Look how much you've done already. My back is so sore already. I'm a dear, we've barely even started. Let's turn some of these components into new conveyor belts. Take a look at the journal I gave you by pressing escape and try and craft some conveyor belts by hand. Aha, okay, so let's go ahead and craft some conveyor belts. We might as well go for quite a few. We'll go for a nice round 25. We'll go 25 to start. We're probably going to need quite a few and it's not going to hurt anyway, so we might as well get that done. Okay, so now what? Talk to Auntie. Okay, take what you've put together. Those are some mighty fine belts you've built there. Got a real knack for this. Try placing them under some of the crates around the yard, as well as picking up and putting down some crates. You can change the direction of conveyor belt is moving by pressing F before you place it. You can also remove and pick them up again by hitting them with a hammer. Ah, okay. So we might as well put this in our hotbar if we can. Yes, okay. Might as well do that as well. Okay, so place 5 conveyor belts on the ground. Remove 5 conveyor belts using a hammer. So we can go ahead and place these just like that. And then we can go ahead and destroy them with the hammer again. We're just learning the basics of how to do things. Fair enough. Okay, it's good that it doesn't destroy the item. It does give it back to you. That's quite nice. So you gotta hang this. So much scrap to make apart though. You'll need to produce components from scratch if you want to keep building new machinery. First step is to use a furnace to smelt ores into bars. You can make a furnace by mining nearby rocks for stone. You can find the blueprint for a furnace in your journal. Try building one and filling it with coal and iron ore. You can mine nearby deposits by hitting them with your hammer and also rotate the furnace as well. Okay, so what have we got in the way of stone? We haven't got any stone at the moment, so might as well get some stone. I think we're definitely going to need some. Let's see how much the furnace takes. So furnace takes 9 stone. Oh, we have got a few. Okay, fair enough. I think what we should do is we should do 4, 2, 3, 4. That seems pretty good. Item receivers, wooden chests, conveyor belts, assemblers, we'll probably need those as well. Item receiver, automatically stores item it receives from a conveyor belt. Okay, we'll probably need some of those as well. But let's just go ahead and see how we go about doing all of this. So might as well clear all of this lot if we can. Let's figure out how we can go ahead and pop those in here. There we go. That's a bit better. So what we need is a smelter. I assume we're going to be unlocking an item that allows us to mine these resources. So what we'll probably do is be clever about where we're going to put these smelters. So I think what we should do is go ahead and put one here. Yeah, one there. We'll put one there. We'll go ahead and do the same for this side. There we go. Okay, so we've got that basic in, and then what we're going to have to do is mine some coal as well. So let's go ahead and get some coal. In fact, first of all, let's see how much these actually take. So 2 per minute, got nothing in there. So let's go for 80 coal. We'll do 20 in each. In fact, we'll go 25. We'll do a whole 25 of each. So we'll go for 100 altogether, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we can only fit 20 coal in each of those. So what we need to do is just select the item and then just right click it, and it will kind of input the item in there, which is pretty cool. So that's that done, and then we need some iron ore as well. So we might as well just put get 80 iron ore and we'll just stack them full. Seems like a pretty good idea to me. So we probably don't need to go to the extreme of building all these furnaces and everything, but I'm kind of preempting the situation and we are probably going to need quite a few. So that's basically my reasoning for putting the 4 furnaces down. I call them smelters, but I mean furnaces, just because I think we are going to need them all. So might as well go ahead and get this here. So we've got iron ore, we've got 50 there. Was that iron? Yeah, it was. So copper. Okay, so I assume we can fit 50 in 20 in here as well, quite possibly. We'll stack them up nice and full, and then we'll open one up. So we've got, yeah, so 20 and 20 in there as well. So now what we need to do is probably put a conveyor belt and item receivers in there. Still warm and everything. These furnaces have only one, but you'll need to load coal or ore by hand. The university might have a blueprint for a better type of furnace. The next step is to use assembler to produce items automatically. Crafting things by hand takes too long and will get you so far. Try building an assembler. After you place it, your journal will open up so you can select what you want the assembler to build. Try to feed the iron bars from the furnace using conveyor belts, then you won't need to load it by hand. You need to power the assembler by placing nearby power poles. Connect nearby poles together to get power from your house. Okay, so let's craft a couple of these assemblers to start, and then we're probably going to need some power poles as well. So might as well craft a couple of those, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So we've got assemblers, we've got power poles. Okay, so let's see where we're going to put this power pole. I think we should put the power pole kind of here in between these 2 iron ores maybe. Definitely selects power over this way. Or we kind of want to put one, I think we want to put one over here to cover this area. Yeah, we'll put one there to cover that area. And then we'll put another one over here, quite possibly, to cover this area over here. Might be a wise thing to do. And then I think what we'll do is we'll craft another power pole as well, and then we'll get this area covered over here as well. So probably need to go over this direction. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay, so we need to connect this over here to this one. I'm not exactly sure how we do that, but let's have a look. We build another power pole maybe. We can go from here to here. Oh, okay, so it was too far away, so we couldn't quite get that there. Now it makes sense. Okay, what we'll do is we'll put one there for now. That's all connected now. That's pretty good. We need to craft an assembler. Let's go ahead and craft this just over here. Yeah, we'll put one there. We've got copper wire, we've got gears, and we've got iron plates. So might as well do iron plates, and then we'll pop another one over here. We'll do iron plates for that, and I think what we'll do is we'll build 2 more, and we'll get them crafting gears. I think it's probably going to be the best thing to do. We haven't got access to copper yet, so we won't worry about that too much. We haven't got any power for those, which is a little bit annoying. Power pole. Okay, so we need to basically have an awkward power pole in the middle to cover all of that as well. I see. Okay, unless what we can do actually, we go ahead and get rid of this power pole. We can go ahead and place that over here, something kind of like that. That should do. That should get those all powered up. So now we need to place conveyor belts here. So we're going to get conveyor belts here. And then I assume we're probably going to need item receivers as well. So what we'll do is we'll put these here. We'll preempt the situation and we'll get 4 of these built. Lovely. Okay. And we'll go ahead and get those in there as well. Perfect. Okay, so we've got item receivers here. I wonder what's going on over here. So what have we got? Gears require iron plates. So we have kind of messed up a little bit. That's not a problem. What we can do is we can go ahead and destroy these. I'll not move because it has items in it. Okay, we'll have to let those finish. We'll go ahead and do that, and we'll get rid of those. In fact, we could have just kept those there, couldn't we? Okay, so iron plates, and then what we need is 2 conveyor belts this way. We need another 4 assemblers, which we can't quite do yet. We should be able to grab those, and we should be able to do another assembler. Perfect. Okay, so we can go ahead and pop that there, and we're probably going to have to do, oh, I passed out through exhaustion. Well, no one told me I was hungry. Oh well. Okay, let's start a new day then. Wish I had coffee. Yeah, yep, you're not wrong there. I also wish I could have coffee. Looks like the power's running low as well, so probably have to get a few more wind turbines down. But nonetheless, let's clear up all of this lot, get back to where we were, because we kind of messed up a little bit. But we can solve this problem nice and easily. Let's go ahead and get assemblers over here. We want those to be gears, want those to be gears, and then we want 4 of these item receivers. That's not the way I wanted it. That's a little bit annoying that the rotation doesn't stick. It's easily solved. Okay, so there we are. And then we just need conveyor belts over here. And then we just need to sort our power situation out. So let's have a look. Wind turbines. So we're probably going to need, we might as well just do all 3 of those. Power poles, we might as well do the rest of those. There we go. We're all out of copper wire, but we should have everything we need to start making big amounts of power. So that's good. That's all that matters. So let's go ahead and put another turbine here. Don't really want them over there because it looks a bit ugly. What about if we did a little farm over here, maybe? Put a little wind turbine farm over here. Decisions. Let's go ahead and possibly, yeah, we'll pop them over here for now. I think will be a nice little handy idea. Looks like they've got their own sort of little area as well, so probably don't need them too close together. We can kind of space them out, which is quite handy. So there we go. I've powered up this somehow, so that's pretty cool. So what we need to do, I think, is move these because they're not actually connected to anything, which is a little bit odd. So yeah, we can have these connected over here. So we'll put one there and we'll put another one just here as well, so they're all kind of linked together out there. That should be perfect. Okay, so we've got power for all of these now. We do need to put one over here somewhere to cover all of this. So smack bang in the middle should be fine. That should kind of process it as we need. Okay, so we've got iron plates and we've got gears. So let's go ahead and talk to Auntie. Excellent work. Now we need to take those iron plates and turn them into conveyor belts automatically. Build a second assembler using your journal and configure it to make conveyor belts. You can change the 2 assemblers together with conveyor belts so that the iron plates from one assembler are fed directly into the next one. Okay, so I think what we should do is go ahead and change these ones. So configure, we need conveyor belts. So we'll have them ones as gears and we'll have these ones as conveyor belts, which seems like a pretty good idea to me. So we'll go ahead and grab these gears. And then I suppose we need to get some more coal and some more iron ore. Although it is telling us to place a second assembler, so we kind of skipped ahead a little bit, but we can sort that out. So produce conveyor belts using assemblers. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more coal, and we'll get those all fed with iron. So the coal does last quite a long time, only 2 per minute. So we definitely went through our iron quicker than we did our coal, which is pretty good to know. So we'll get about 40 iron. We'll stock these 2 and get a load of conveyor belts all done. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Completely pressed the wrong button. Well, okay. So iron going in, and hopefully we should be producing conveyor belts now. Perfect. Okay, what's next then, Auntie? The last step we need is a way to collect items to be produced automatically. Try building a receiver using a journal and connect it with a conveyor belt to the output from the last assembler. Then you can open the receiver and take items directly out of it. Craft the receiver using the journal and place it. Well, that's a little bit annoying because we've already done this. I wonder if that will work. I wonder if we can cheese it. Oh yes, we did. So collect 10 conveyor belts in the receiver. We've got 2 so far. We might as well get some more iron ore and fill these ones up because I assume that's what we're running low on. Perfect. Okay, might as well get the other ones stacked up as well. The first impressions of this game so far is running extremely smoothly. I do like the mechanics. A little bit confused with the left and right click. Obviously right click is to use items and left click is also to interact with stuff. Normally they're the other way around, but that's not too much of an issue. But yeah, so far really liking the art style, really liking the game mechanics so far, so definitely excited to see where this takes us. Really takes me back how I miss the sound of the factory. Why won't you show me the rocket silo? I'm sorry Morgan, but we can't work on the rocket. In fact, you could stay out with silo entirely. The main doors are sealed shut anyway. But I could, no, and I would prefer if we don't talk about this anymore. I do wonder what's gone on and why she's not letting us look at the rocket silo. Very intriguing. Sure, Auntie, we can help fix Eco. That's not a problem. Yeah, go and see Rebecca at the university. She can help you research the parts needed for his repairs. Press M to open your Mac I'll mark where the university is for you. Okay, let's go. So we are the rocket silo. We did have power to that. I wonder if we can have a look at the doors. So we need to go this way. So that's easy enough. Let's go and have a sneak peek at the rocket silo. We did operate power to it. Doesn't look like we can do anything here. Oh, wow. There is so much more. Look at all of this iron, stone, coal. Oh, there's a great big factory over here. We've also got copper down here as well. So definitely bear that in mind. Plenty of resources over here as well. I'll probably have to go through and destroy all of this at some point. So into the next area. And if I remember rightly, according to the map, we need to head over these bridges. And I believe this is possibly the university. Yeah, it looks like this is the university. Rebecca, not even for me. Wait. No way. I can't believe you're still going to call me Mo. It's been so long. Veronica told me that you were back in town. Are you staying with your aunt? Yes, we certainly are. Yeah, she doesn't want to talk about the rocket much at all. It's been hard last few years here for a lot of people. What happened then? We used to come in here all the time to research, but over time it's really slowed down. I actually haven't seen her stop by in months now. Is there any way I can help you guys out? Give me a list of parts needing to repair Pico. There's some of these I'm not sure how to make. Yeah, that's fine by me. More material, the better. I could also come up with some blueprints for a drill for you, something you could use to mine rocks automatically. Yes please, that would be absolutely perfect. Okay, let's go. First, let me see at the desk here. Just select what you'd like to research. After you do that, there's some additional help I need from you. Let's step outside for a minute. Okay, what task have you got for us? I need to deliver components that I can use for my research. When you select a new research item at the desk, it will list the components you need to deliver. Once you've finished crafting the requirements, you can drop them in the chute here anytime. You can also inspect the drop box itself to see current progress. Yeah, let's go. Let's get started. We definitely should go and sleep, to be fair. But might as well start the research now. Or we can't. Okay, 6 till 5. Not a problem. Let's head back. We'll get some shut-eye. Wake up the next day nice and refreshed. We'll get back there and get some research sorted. So I assume that by the looks of that, where the conveyor belt's gone from one kind of area to the next, we might have just massive conveyor belts and factories all over the place. Sounds pretty good to me. Seems like that could be a pretty cool idea. Okay, so I think it's time to bed. Go to bed and save your game. Yes, please. Okay, so mined resource 106, smelted, produced. Oh yeah. 2 days without incident. Okay, so let's go straight over to the university, get the research done. Oh, we found another tennis ball. We have got some copper here actually. That's good to know. We might as well just get rid of all of this for now. There we go. That looks a bit cleaner. Yeah, so we need to distribute power over to here as well by the looks of it. Got some more stuff to destroy over here. Maybe like a little dock system, something along them lines. Need power to this house. Interesting. Okay. I guess this is where we will be automatically feeding resources into the university, look, so we can get some upgrades. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some research done. So we want to research a drill for definite, and we also want to do this. So we'll go ahead and get the drill done first, because we should have maybe not 60 gears, but we should have, no, we have got 60 gears. Even better. Okay. We might as well get that done now as we have them. Oh, I do like that actually. I was just inputting items with 2 separate stacks and it did flip over to the same item. So that's pretty cool. I do like that little feature. So let's go ahead. Okay, so we've got the drill, so we can make stuff a bit more automated now, which is pretty good. I'm happy about that. First new blueprint. We now want to research unlock tier 2. Oh, a splitter. So let's go ahead and unlock tier 2. So gears, bearings, copper wire is what we need to do. So let's see what we've got. We've got gears, and that's about it. So let's go ahead. We'll head back to the factory and we'll get everything all set up and automated, I guess. Okay, so let's see what we need for the drill. Iron plates and gears. Okay, so we need to produce some more gears. Press the wrong button again. We need to, yeah, make some gears to start with. But what we could do is get a drill, craft one of these. We'll craft 2 of those for now. A drill we need to basically input over here. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to do something pretty much like that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to delete all of this. Okay, so we've got 2 there, and what we're going to do is going to put maybe a 3rd one there, maybe not, but we'll put another 2 here as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our furnaces laid out. So what I'm probably going to do is try and make a little bit more room. We're going to have one sort of here, and then we'll have another one over this direction as well, just like that. And then conveyor belt wise, we're going to go along here to there, and then we're going to go along there. This one here, we're going to go into there. So perfect. Okay, and then we're going to get the assembler over this way. Yep, assembler there. Do another one here. So we're going to have to go iron plates. This one we need to configure. We kind of messed that one up. So iron plates. Oh, I have noticed we've actually got throughput here, 90 per minute. We've got power. So yeah, we've got everything to bear in mind, which is pretty good. Coal, we'll might as well put that in here for now, and then we'll get the conveyor belts in, and then we can all basically just organize it a little bit better. So I'm going to do this one here, which is gears. Need to not have it that way round, so we're going to go that way round, and we're going to go gears, and then we're going to go item, and then we can go ahead and get the conveyor belts all done. But that's going to reduce in gears, which is pretty good. We need 25 bearings and copper wire as well. So we've got copper over here, which we'll probably do this way. Bearings, we need to kind of figure out how we get bearings. Have we got so we've got relationships as well. Settings, introductions, repairing, research, bearings. Okay, so iron plates just into an assembler, so that's easy enough. We can do exactly the same with this one, but we did need some more of these, so that's good. We'll probably get a couple of drills on these coal as well, get them into item receivers. That seems like a pretty smart thing to do as well, actually. So let's go ahead and see what kind of drills we can get now. So 1, 2, we can do 3 as well, so we'll do that. We can do an item receiver. Yes, we can. Perfect. Okay, so what our plan's going to be is we are going to get a drill first of all into here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put the item receiver over here, and we'll go ahead and put those straight into there. So we've got coal producing, which is good. And then our drills, we'll put one this way again, and we'll put one that way again. And then we'll go ahead and get our furnaces, which we could do. Yeah, we'll do this way, and we'll do this one over here. We'll get the conveyor belt round that way. We'll put this conveyor belt round this way. Okay, and then we've got assemblers over here. So we want iron plates, we want iron plates, we then want these ones into bearings, so we've got those, and then we've got item receivers over here as well. Okay, so everything is looking pretty good. Okay, so that's that sorted. We need to pick up this coal, so we've got plenty of that. We're going to go over here and make sure these furnaces are all stocked up. So there we go. We'd have things a bit more automated now, and now we just need to look at the copper wire as well. So copper wire is basically just copper bars. So what we're going to need is 2 furnaces. We're going to need 2 assemblers and 2 item receivers as well, and 2 drills. So we're going to go ahead and get the gear, get that coal. Not sure why that coal was in there, but it was. We've got gears. So item receiver, we need 2 of those, and then drills, we need 2 of those. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to have everything we pretty much need to set it all up, which is pretty happy with. So we'll go like that. Let's see here. So we have drill. We'll do 1 drill this way, 1 drill this way. We'll do furnaces. We're going to kind of do it a little bit different. We're going to have 1 furnace. Yeah, we'll do both furnaces here facing this direction, and then what we'll do is we'll have our assemblers sort of kind of like this. So copper wire, another assembler there of copper wire. We'll have our item receivers just here. Perfect. Okay, so we'll get this all done in here. You can go that way. Yeah, you can go that way. Can't put anything down here for some reason, which is a little bit awkward. You're pressing the wrong button. Okay, so we're gonna have to slightly change this one. That was a little bit annoying, but we can make it work this way. Oh, so now I can put a conveyor belt there. What? That makes no sense. Okay, let's just try this again. That there. Oh, so now you'll let me do it. Okay, yep. That makes sense. So we need another pole over here to power these. That seems pretty good. We could also pop another one over here. We won't worry about over there for now. So that seems pretty good. Coal, we should have plenty of coal left over. So we'll go ahead and get that done. And then we should have plenty of copper wire in production as well. But I think we are all good. So we need to basically have a nice big sort out of all of our inventory stuff. So we'll let the copper wire produce a little bit more. At least these item receivers have plenty of storage space. That's really handy. We'll get rid of all of this, conveyor belts, and sort. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, so copper wire is taking a little bit longer, which is to be expected. But we need 40 copper wires, so we'll hang fire here for a little bit and we should be getting it done in no time at all. So I decided to head in and get some sleep before we head over to the university, and I keep finding tennis balls on the front porch. Do you know where they keep coming from? Tennis balls? No idea. I have no idea. I was wondering the same thing myself, to be honest. Oh, I think I just heard a dog. Oh, Leo. Well, aren't you friendly? Do you know where this dog is? No, I'm afraid not, my dear. No one around here has a dog as far as I know. He seems to have taken a liking to you, though. He has a collar. Where is he from? I think he's trying to find his way home. Can we look after him at least till we find where he belongs? I think that's a good idea. Yep, Lonka agrees. Sounds like a very good idea. And Leo seems excited for it too. That's a cool picture. Welcome to the family, Leo. Okay, so let's head off as we were going to get some sleep. And then we'll head over to the university and get this researched. Okay, perfect. So let's get going. Happy to see you too, Leo. If I look up someone in my journal, I wonder if I can ask Leo for his help finding them. Interesting. Right, let's head on over and... oh, it's nice that you can walk along the conveyor belts. I thought we'd have to go the long way around. Definitely something to bear in mind for later on when things get a little bit hectic. So let's deposit these items into the university and we should be good to go. So bearings, gears, and copper wire, job done. So let's go ahead and sort this research out. I really miss how busy things used to be around here. A bit more complicated than previous ones been using. Some of them have multiple requirements, so a level 1 assembler won't be able to build them. Come see me to research a new type of assembler that can craft them automatically. That sounds good to me. I do like a bit of automated crafting. So let's go. What would you like to research? Well, I'd like a tier 2 assembler, to be honest with you, because that sounds like a real good idea to me. And we'll probably need the splitter as well, to be honest. So let's go ahead and do the assembler, and then we'll do the splitter after that. Okay, so let's head on back and see how we can make heat sinks then. So our factory is coming along nicely. I think what we're going to do is leave that episode there before we delve into some level 2 assembly and stuff. Let's just have a quick look and see what we need for heat sinks. So yeah, just copper bars. So what we can do before we end the episode quickly, we're going to just make them into heat sinks. And there we go. We can take these copper wire now. We'll just take them all. We've got plenty of copper wire now as well. So yeah, hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully you're liking the game, and let me know your thoughts of this game so far in the comments down below. I'm definitely excited to see how far we can get in this demo / playtest. But it's been Kryptonite here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.